Really? You ain't gonna say that? We live. You ain't saying nothing right now.
Good evening, good evening, good evening. Look, I had a slight delay. It's something about my computer when I go live, it'll just give me a beta and it doesn't do anything else. But we're here, guys. Thank you for joining us on this Monday night of My Life Has Destiny podcast. I am one of your hosts, Quint Jones. My sister over there, Coco Fenton. Yeah, I'm feeling good in my spirit tonight. Feeling really, really good. Even though my flesh is tired, I feel wonderful. I have so much peace. I have joy. I have happiness. I'm enjoying getting to know me. I am enjoying the self love because there's layers to this, there's layers to me. So, although I know who I am, I'm also figuring out what I like, what my dislikes are, and I'm learning that although I'm able to cook, and I used to cook every day years ago, but I cooked because I had to. Now I cook because I want to. And when you find the things that you like, listen, it's a wonderful thing. It's such a peace. It's therapeutic to me. So I'm telling y'all, find what you like. Get to know you. Date yourself. Get some self-love going on. Look, we're talking about the I don't mind waiting tonight. So I'm in the mind of a waiting room. I'm in the mind of I'm waiting on me and I'm becoming selfish with me. And I'm enjoying these things during my self love phases. I don't want to date anyone. I don't want to be with anyone at this time, but I am enjoying me. I take myself out on dates. It's fun. I cook for myself. It's fun. I bake for other people. It's fun. I'm enjoying me. So, what do you like in this season? What's your peace? What's your joy? What is bringing you happiness in this season? I am not dealing with anything toxic. I refuse to be stressed because I'm too blessed to be stressed. Although I'm constantly tired because I'm on the go, but my time is valuable and I'm learning that. You have to be deserving of my time in order to get it because I can't get it back and it's too valuable in this season. So, in my waiting room experience, I have to enjoy me. So, with that being said, I'm going to turn this over to Coco because this is her baby and I'm going to let her have her way because I'm gonna bask in the goodness of the Lord. That's all I've been doing for these past few weeks is basking in the Lord. Yes, LHG. And yes, I am enjoying me.
Come
Self,
on here.
yes, definitely. Self-love, definitely. That's right. That is so, so true. And another thing is people can't love you if you can't love you. Because you have to teach them how to love you. So listen, I'm enjoying me. I'm just gonna enjoy me in this season. Okay. Okay. So with that being said, I'm turning this back over to my to my sister. Y'all had school today. I'm a bit tired, but look, I just made me a beautiful ziti. If y'all go on my story, y'all see it. It was so so good. Can't rush to fix my dinner so that I could be up here on tonight. But yes, yes, yes,
Right, right, LXG.
yes. We have been teaching people how to use us,
Right.
but not anymore. Not in this season. I'm worth so much more. And if you ain't deserving of me, you can't have me. Okay? Okay. Coco.
Okay.
That was my rant.
Well,
Yes, God
listen.
is so good. Stanley.
Wow.
Hey, Simone.
Hey everybody, this that is coming in and that is already here. How are you guys? Hope everybody is well. Hope all is is well. Um, as y'all can see, she is really hyped up tonight. I don't know. It is half sleep and half some other stuff going on over there. So, but
I'm
I'm,
just,
I'm, I'm
I'm
good
just
with
at peace. I have so much joy in my spirits.
Okay, so y'all already know that last week it was a little insert to the show where we started talking about waiting, right?
Mhm.
Um, and so we're gonna talk about the topic of tonight's show is I don't mind waiting. The reason why I chose this topic is because one is not the fact of that you're waiting, it's how you wait
That's
that is important, right?
right.
So no matter what you're waiting on, I mean, because tonight I guess everybody is on the verge of talking about relationships, right? So no matter what you're waiting on, whether it's a relationship, whether you waiting on a thing, you waiting to make a move, whatever you waiting on, is how you choose to wait on the thing.
That's right.
That's important. So I'm gonna give some scriptures tonight. Please go and read them in your own timing. I'm only gonna read the main two that I chose, but I'm going to give you all of them. Right. That's right. Waiting time is not wasted time. That's
Man.
right. And so the first scripture I have for y'all is Isaiah 40 and 31. And it says, but they that wait upon the Lord shall renew. I need y'all to pay attention to the word renew
Mhm.
in that particular scripture. Their strength, they shall mount up on wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint.
Yes.
Okay, so the key word is renew in that scripture.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have Psalms 27 and 14. Wait on the Lord and be of good courage, and he shall strengthen. I need y'all to pay attention to strengthen
Okay.
your heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord.
Yes.
Okay. Now, again, I told you that last week. I said that wait is to hope, to anticipate, and to trust. To hope and trust in the Lord requires faith, patience, humility, meekness, long suffering, keeping the commandments, enduring to the end, right? So, pretty much from the two scriptures I just read, what does it tell you? It don't tell you that you're supposed to get weak and wait.
Not at all.
You're supposed to be rebuilt and wait. You
Yes.
catch that? It don't talk about you being weak while you wait.
Not at all.
It talks about you being renewed and strengthened while you wait.
Mm-hmm.
So I just need for the folks that's already watching and listening, please tell me why when you wait, you sound like you're so defeated. You sound like there's no getting past whatever you in at that moment. You feel like it's always gonna be that way. What is the problem?
Because
The
a lot of
problem
people,
is you're not waiting correctly.
right? A lot of people are procrastinating. They're not actually waiting.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, it's a lot of people that put on the pose of waiting.
Yes.
You're
I'm
not
waiting.
wait,
No.
you're not waiting because you've already went outside of his time. But we're gonna go there too, right?
Exactly.
But the whole thing of it is, are you waiting correctly
Hmm.
when you wait? If you are waiting correctly when you wait, you will be renewed,
Yes.
you'll be strengthened,
Yes.
you will come out different
Yes.
than before the wait started. We
Mhm.
had matter of fact, it was one of the last shows with T. Um, and I titled it The Waiting Room Experience. For those of y'all that remember it. And in the waiting room, you have no choice but to wait.
That's it.
If you don't want to wait, you can
You-
sign the little paper to sign yourself out and say you're not gonna stay.
That's right.
Right? But then when you move and you stay and you choose not to stay and you come back, don't think your slot is still waiting for you
No.
because you chose not to wait.
Mm-hmm.
right? And so in the waiting room, you have different in the waiting room experience, you have different parts of the waiting room that you have to experience. You got to experience the check-in.
Mm-hmm.
You got to experience the triage.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got to get in a room. And
Mm-hmm.
then once you get in the room, you got to wait for the physician to show up,
That's right.
right? So now you waiting for your prognosis so you can get your diagnosis, right? And so there's so many different parts to the waiting room, right? And so I need you to ask yourself in your waiting room experience, what part of the waiting room are you sitting in?
Mm-hmm.
Right? Do you know what part of the waiting room are you sitting in? Are you just
Mm-hmm.
at the check-in still?
Mm-hmm.
Have you made it past the check-in? Are you in triage yet?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So if you in triage, you know they ask you questions.
Mm-hmm.
They gotta find out why you here.
Mm-hmm.
I need to know what you need to be seen for.
That's right.
Because if it ain't medical, why you here? You know, when you go to the ER, you gotta have a reason for going to the ER.
That's
And
right.
some people come in with stuff that they don't need to be seen at the ER for. They need to go somewhere else, right? And so when we ask you the questions in the triage unit, I need you to be real with me. Okay, so tell me your issue, right? And so I need you to think of your waiting room experience as this is your prerequisites to get to where you need to get, where God is sitting at and waiting so he can give you your diagnosis, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in the triage, he asking you what's the problem.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to tell me what's going on. Tell me what's the problem. Okay, I got everything I need. Now I need you to go sit back over there. I'll call you in a minute. That's what they do. Now, depending on what your issue is, sometimes as soon as you say what the problem is, if they feel it's that urgent, you don't go back in the waiting room. They take you straight to a room.
Mm-hmm.
So, depending on the urgency of your issue, you might go straight to a room. So, you got to ask yourself, is your what you got going on an urgency to the Lord? Or is it something that he feel like you can wait on? And if he has you in a waiting place, have you ever asked yourself why are you waiting?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And so you have to ask yourself these things so you'll know why you where you are. In the season of waiting, I need you to understand that there's power in the waiting process. Right?
So
It's
much.
so much power in the waiting process.
So
And
much.
I can only tell you this from experience. Okay. Literally, when I was in my waiting room season, it was when I was in recovery mode. I'm still in recovery mode, y'all. But when I was really, really in recovery mode, like fresh out of surgery, trying to recover from everything, sitting at home, dealing with all the IVs and then drains hanging out my body parts, all this good stuff.
Yes.
While I was in my process of my waiting room, it was my recovery station.
Mm-hmm.
It showed me a whole lot in the wait. Yeah, now I was quick to want to get everything taken out because I
Mm-hmm.
was tired of feeling like I was feeling. I was tired of dealing with everything, but I could not rush the process because if I would have rushed the process, I wouldn't have healed correctly.
Mm-hmm.
And so you got to think about all these things in your waiting room experience.
That's right.
What is your waiting room experience? Do you realize that you are now currently in your waiting room
Mm-hmm.
experience, right? In your waiting room experience, can you tell me where you are? Do you know where you are? That's the whole thing. Quint just said that she thinks she in triage.
No, I'm past triage.
Yeah,
I'm at
she
the
triage.
physician stage.
Okay, you in the
I
position
done went
stage?
through
Okay,
triage.
okay,
I'm
so
about to get diagnosed and go through recovery.
okay, all right. So that's what I'm saying. So at least we know. At least she know where she at,
Oh
right?
yeah.
You say we are such a microwave right now society. We don't want to wait.
And
Right,
that's the problem. We want
right,
to
and
do things
that's
so
the biggest
fast.
problem. That's the biggest problem right there. I don't even know why this popped up on my screen. Either way, that's the biggest problem right there. Is we want to microwave something that don't
Mhm.
need to be microwaved
Exactly.
first and foremost. Um, We want to rush what God is trying to do, but
Mm-hmm.
He's trying to process us through some things so that He can build some stuff in us. One, when He processes us through some things, it builds character. It makes us learn integrity if we don't have none.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a lot of things that come into play when He
Exactly.
processes us through some things. We learn to value things a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But when you value things, um, you know, you treat them different
Mm-hmm.
when they have value. When something doesn't have value, you throw it to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Half of the time, you don't even know where you put it.
Mm-hmm.
You have no reason to want to find it.
Mm-hmm.
None of that. But when something has value to you, you put it in a case. You put it away neatly. You make sure that people can't touch it. If
Mm-hmm.
you got children that don't touch it, when you value stuff, you tell people when they walk in your house, take your shoes off.
Mm-hmm.
All of this stuff that tells somebody that you value what you have, right? But my question is, when is the last time you actually place value on yourself,
Ooh.
right? And go ahead.
Can I say sometimes you got to repeat the process because you didn't learn from it the first time?
Ah,
I'm just saying. Sometimes you got to go through the test again because you didn't place value on it the way it was supposed to be placed. So now you got to slow walk it because you tried to do it real quick.
mm-hmm.
I got
Let's see.
everything beeping.
Yeah, I hear it. Says I hold on. I hold on. Wait a minute. What happened? I I am in the portion where God is rearranging me on the inside. I'm in surgery, and the toxic childhood memories, the low self esteem, the fear, and the turmoil are being removed like
Yes.
tumors that added unnecessary weight. I'm
Mhm.
being freed up to a higher, right,
Yes.
right. And that's a good thing. Hi, Yolanda. How are you, hon?
Hey, Yolanda.
And that's a good thing. Free to go up higher. And
Hmm.
that's the thing about it. In the waiting room, you get the opportunity to see things that are not yours.
Hmm.
You get the opportunity to see the things that you have accepted that was never meant for you to accept.
Hmm.
You get the opportunity to see what's for you and what's not.
Hmm.
In the waiting room, if you allow the waiting room to actually teach you something. That's the biggest issue. Will you allow your waiting room experience to teach you something?
Hmm.
Or are you too busy trying to outrun the teachable processes and just get straight to a diagnosis and you don't retain nothing?
Right.
This is the reason why you got to go through the process.
So
Well, we thank you, Yolanda. Please like, share, and comment.
let's talk about this for a minute.
Okay.
Remember, you said they prioritize certain diagnoses, right?
Uh-huh.
Depending on what you come in for.
Yeah.
So a lot of people will come in and say they they feel like giving up. Let me put it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when you say you feel like giving up, now it's like, do you have suicidal tendencies? And if you say yes, not only are you a priority, but you also get a one-to-one.
Right. Hey,
You,
David.
you got to get one-to-one time, which means you got somebody sitting in your room with you 24/7 because they got to make sure you're delicate. You can't, they got to make sure you're not going to harm yourself. They got to make sure you're not going to harm anybody else. Most of the time, it's just making sure you're not going to harm yourself. So you have that one-to-one time 24 hours a day until they move you to the next unit, which is the psych unit, or find another place for you to go that will take you and it's still a psych unit. So, depending on how high your priority is, sometimes you need that skin to skin. Just saying.
But see, this is the thing. When you come in with a level of urgency, right? As I told you, if you come into the waiting room with a level of urgency and the nurses in the triage feel like it's urgent, because when they put you in the system, it lets the physicians know what your issue is.
That's
you
right.
catch what I'm saying? I need y'all to work with me now. I need you to catch what I'm saying. I need you to hear what I'm saying in the natural, but I need you to catch it in the spirit. You
That's
catch
right.
So when you come into a waiting room, when you tell them in the triage what your issue is, they assess your level of urgency, right? When they put in the screen, this person, this is how old they are, this is the height, the weight, this is the temperature, this is the blood pressure readout, but this is what they verbally told me their issue was. That looks, all the physicians that are currently working around in the ER will look at the screen and say, okay, do not sit them back in the waiting room. I need you to bring them back and bring them back now.
Right.
If your level of urgency is that urgent, right? And so we have to look at it that, okay, does God feel like, have you came to him with a level of urgency? What is your level of urgency for what you say you need for him to do? What is your level of urgency concerning you that you say, I need you and I need you right now? This is a level of urgency. If you don't fix it, nobody else can fix it but you. It won't get done by nobody else but you. This is my place of urgency. The people in the natural can't heal me, but I know you can. This is my place of urgency. So, what is your level of urgency concerning the things that you need God to do? How you need him to move? In that, again, how are you waiting? While you're waiting for him to make the thing happen for you, how are you waiting? Okay, y'all gonna hear me repeat that most of the night because this is what we're talking about. How you wait, right? And so Lamentations 3:25 says, the Lord is good to those who wait for him, to the soul who seeks him. Did you catch that? That the Lord is good to those who wait for him, for the soul that seeks him. Okay. Isaiah 30:18. Therefore, the Lord waits to be gracious to you.
Yes.
And therefore, he exalts himself to show mercy to you. For the Lord is a God of justice. Blessed are all those who wait for him.
Blessed.
But did you hear what it said? He is gracious to who?
To you.
Because he's waiting for you. He wants to be gracious to who? You. But the question is, what is your level of expectancy for him to move? Do you have an expectation that you got to see him move? I have a level. I do. I expect him to move all the time. I expect him to move every day.
I know that's right.
That's what I expect. That's always my level of expectation. I expect you to move today, tomorrow, every day until you call me. I expect you to move.
That's right.
Even if I don't see you moving me, I just want to see you move.
That's right.
If I can see you move, that's it for me. That's it for me. Because if I can see you moving and I can see you working, I know you're still in business. Right? That's how I fathom it. You know, everybody don't see it like that because everybody, oh, it gotta be for me. It gotta be for me.
Right.
Okay, let it be for you. But the biggest thing that you gotta understand is, okay, you want it to be so much for you, but what are you for him?
That part right there.
What are you for him? You want him to be all of these things. You want him to be the healer, the provider, the ultimate source. You want him to be your lover, your homie, and your friend.
Mm-hmm.
But what are you to him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's that microwavable stuff.
But this is my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Now the God does he does work in sudden moves now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's very good for doing a sudden turnaround. All
Mm-hmm.
right. But this is the thing. Psalms 35:6 says, I wait for the Lord. My soul waits. In his word, I hope. My soul waits for the Lord more than watchmen for the morning.
Mm-hmm.
More than watchmen for the morning. So if it's saying not only do I wait, but when your whole soul waits
The whole soul.
for whatever he gonna do, that's a whole nother level of waiting. You know, you can tell anybody I'm waiting on the Lord. They say it
Right.
all the time. You
All
know,
the time.
people say this all the time. But are you really waiting?
Hmm.
Are you really waiting? And he didn't say why you in waiting to be content. He never said that.
Mm-hmm.
He never said be content. But in your waiting, are you really waiting? Psalms 33:20 and 22. Our soul waits for the Lord. He is our help and our shield. For our heart is glad in him because we trust in his holy name. Let your steadfast love, O Lord, be upon us as we hope in you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Do y'all see where this is going? None of this sounds like somebody that can't make it.
Right.
Because when we be in the waiting period, we act like we can't go on. None of these sound like somebody that can't make it. All of this sounds like I just yearn for you. I just want more and more of who you are. That's what it sounds like to me. That's how I do
Because your waiting takes faith, and
it.
faith without works is dead. So in your wait, you still supposed to have an attitude of gratitude. You still supposed to work. You
Right,
still supposed to trust him. You're still supposed to believe. You're still supposed to move on, be led and guided by him. You still supposed to make preparation. But we're waiting on our seat of do nothing.
right.
And that's why we're miserable. That's why we feel like we can't make it, because we're doing things the same way. We're doing nothing. So
But
where's the strength
that,
in nothing? Where's the strength in nothing?
right. But that's the whole point. That I asked it in the beginning. How are you waiting?
Exactly.
Are you giving him something to work with? Why are you waiting?
That part.
How are you waiting? The Exodus 14:14 says, the Lord will fight for you. You only need to be still.
Just be still.
Be still. How hard is that? Mm, real hard for some of us. Because some of us don't know what be still means.
Mm-mm.
We act like we don't. Right? Psalms 37:34. Wait for the Lord and keep his way, and he will exalt you to inherit the land. You
Mm-hmm.
will look on when the wicked are cut off.
Mm. Mm.
I'm just reading what the words say.
That's it.
That's all I'm doing. I'm just reading what the words say. Wait for him and keep his way. He will exalt you. You will inherit what? The land. And you will look upon it when the wicked is cut off.
He
But
lifting you up. He
but
giving,
we
he's enlarging your territory, and he cutting you off your enemies.
come on now. need y'all to take the word for what it say. Like for real, for real. I need y'all to work with it. Psalm 62 and 5. For God alone, oh my soul, I wait in silence, for my hope is from him. That one says wait in silence. You waiting, but you tell everybody what you're waiting for.
And gossiping.
Do I need to say it again? You wait, but you tell everybody what you waiting for. You know, everybody ain't happy for what's coming to you.
Not at all.
Everybody ain't happy for what you got coming down the line.
Not at all.
A lot of people don't want you to have it. So shut up. And stop telling your frenemies your business. Move in silence. We talked about this. How many times? I don't know.
Too many.
Really? How many times have we talked about it?
Too many for people to still be open up their mouth.
We're gonna move on. Yes. Psalms 37 and 7. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. Fret not yourself over the one who prospers in his way, over the man who carries out evil devices. So where you thinking people prospering, they not.
Mm-mm.
It looked like they prospering. You know, facades look real good. That's why they call facades. Listen, facades look very good. That's why they call facades.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all really talking about me just where I'm at right now. I understand everything I'm going through now. Thank you. You're welcome.
So say ouch and amen and move forward.
That's it. Don't think because somebody else look like they got it going on. Don't think that's what it is.
That's it.
You don't know what they did to get what they got.
Sure don't.
You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what they did to get what they got. You
That's
don't know they lied, stole, cheated. You don't know none of that. So where it looked real good, not so much.
And then
that's why I tell y'all to be slow on saying, I want what they don't.
Right, because that's what I was going to say. Some you don't know what they had to go through to get it.
Mm-hmm.
So listen. Lord Jesus.
Psalms 46 and 10. One of my favorites. Be still. Again, how many times we got to tell you be still? Be still and know that I am God.
Do you know?
Self-explanatory. Be still and know that I am God. You know, some of y'all come from Show Meville, so he got to show you who he is. Right? I'm gonna just tell some of y'all you're gonna be waiting a long time. Because the way he gonna show you, you ain't gonna like. Since prove it. Prove to me that you God. I can hear the conversations. Okay.
And he told you to know. But you want proof.
You want proof, okay.
And you got proof every day. You woke up. That should have been proof enough.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna tell you to watch what you say.
Mm-mm-mm.
You gotta remember, God ain't man. Okay?
Mm-mm.
I promise you, you don't want to write a check that your butt can't cash with him.
Not at all.
Okay? My arm's too short to box with the dude. I wouldn't even try. You feel me? So, Isaiah 64:4. We're going to continue. From of old, no one has heard or perceived by the ear, nor has eye seen a God besides you who acts for those who wait for him. What did it say? Who acts for those who wait for him. It didn't say he would just sit by watching.
Mm-mm.
He moving. He performing. He being strategic because he acting for who? You.
That's right.
Do you understand what he doing for you? Even right now. The behind the scenes stuff that you have no idea.
Jesus.
All the stuff that should have came your way, he didn't even allow it to come nigh your dwelling.
Mm-hmm.
He stopped it before you ever saw it. The things that you don't even know that he kept you from. Because he made sure that you didn't have to see it.
Mm-mm-mm.
Do you understand that?
Hmm.
Even the times where you didn't even want to be kept, he kept you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's be honest. There were times you didn't deserve to be kept,
Right.
and he kept you.
Yes, he did.
Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Psalms, no, Proverbs 20:22. Do not I say, I will repay evil. Wait for the Lord, and he will deliver you.
Mm.
So all of these that you feel like you're so quick that you got to go fight and explain yourself.
Mm-mm.
You ain't got to explain yourself to nobody.
Mm-mm.
You ain't got to, there's no explanation needed.
Nope.
He said, I got it. Sit back, shut your face. I got it. I'm already handling it. I don't need your help. I got it. But know what we do? You got to put 4, 5, 25 cent, 50 cent pieces, all that in there. You got to go run. You got to go make it known. Well,
Mm.
I need to explain. This is just who I. That's the problem right there.
Right there. Oh, I hate that statement.
This is just who you are. That's your problem right there. I've always been this way. That's your problem right there. You've always been that way. You don't want to ever change. Okay, herein lies your sign. Genesis 49:18. I wait for your salvation, O Lord. That's what it says. I wait for your salvation. Again, none of what I said sounds like a person that should be defeated.
Never.
Did any of what I just, any of the scriptures I read out, do any of them sound like anybody that's defeated? Or do
No.
it sound like a person that wants more of who he is?
Exactly.
Does it sound like a person that know who he is and just say, okay, I trust you.
That's it.
Do what you gotta do.
Right there.
I get it. I trust you. I'm not trying to go outside the time. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
But the question is tonight, do you really trust him? Like you say you do?
Mm-hmm. That's the question.
Let's be honest, because only you can be honest with you.
Right.
Do you really trust him like you say you do? Do you believe that this is the move he wants for you? Do you believe that he got something? He has an inheritance with your name written all over it.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Do you believe that he has recompense
Yes.
just sitting and waiting with your name on it?
Yes, I do.
Do you believe he got back pay
Mm.
with your name on it?
Yes.
Do you believe he got the word release written over your head with your name on it?
Mm. Mm.
Do you believe that he got a yes in somebody's mouth with your
Mm.
name on it? Do you believe that he gonna let somebody find you because they've been searching for you so they can give you what's with your name on it?
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Do you believe there's a healing with your name on it?
Yes, I do.
These are the questions that only you can answer.
Mm. Mm.
Nobody else can answer them for you. So I say this to you tonight. Do not get weary in your wait.
Thank you, Lord.
If anything, find those scriptures that I called out.
Mm-hmm.
Read them every day if you got to, so you can strengthen yourself in the wait.
That's it. Right there.
I don't know what I'm waiting on, but I know there's something with my name on it.
Mm-hmm.
When it's coming, I'm not sure, but I know there's something with my name on it. There's a lot that's due to me. When I'm going to receive it, I don't know, but it's got my name on it. I have an expectancy from him. Why? I'm a king's kid.
That's right.
So I expect my daddy to do right by me.
That's right.
But I need y'all to catch the other side of that. I expect him to do right by me, but I also got to do right by him.
That's right.
They go both ways. I can't expect him to do all of this that you just heard me say, and I give him nothing.
That's right.
I give him no acknowledgement. I don't tell nobody who he is. I don't tell nobody how good he's been. I don't tell nobody what he's been to me. But I expect him to do so much.
Yes.
I expect him to move so great and so mightily
Mm-mm-mm.
that I don't even want to say his name. I
Mm-mm.
don't even want to reference who he is. I don't even want to whisper a prayer with him on it.
Mm-mm.
Matter of fact, for some of y'all, you ain't prayed in a long time.
Right. Mm.
You expect him to move. Does your gift to him match your expectancy level?
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Let's talk about that for a second. What do you give him on a day-to-day basis? What did he get from you?
Jesus.
Does it match your expectancy from him? The answer was no.
Mm.
Just the fact that he gave you life.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
He gave you life today, but did you give your life to him today?
Oh, Lord.
Let's try that on for size. He's giving you life every day.
That's
But
right.
do he get a part of your life at all
Mm.
today? When you get up, can he at least get a thank you? Before you lay down, did he get something? I'm
That's
just asking.
just a question.
I,
Kenny,
I can say all of this with a smile on my face.
that's it.
Why? Because what I do right here, I do on a day-to-day basis.
Mm-hmm.
Day-to-day basis. For those of y'all, you'll understand more. Tune in Thursday night. You will I will inform you of my day-to-day Thursday night. But I promise you, I give it to them every day. Why? Time is short.
So
Time is valuable.
yes, it is.
And you don't know when your expected end is. Nobody does.
No, you don't.
Hey, Dr. K, why
Hey.
you before the show, ma'am? We didn't want to cut you off. I had you on low when we started the show.
Oh my.
Messing the folks up tonight. Messing the folks up.
You was all in my business, Dr. K.
I said that's why she my friend. That's why she my friend. Yes, I love it. Love you, love you, love you. And I'm
Yes,
so
ma'am.
excited for you, by the way. You saw what I said in the comment section. I know you did. You go back and see it. Oh yes, yes. Yes.
Mm-mm.
I promise you. There's power in waiting. When you
Yes,
in
it
your
is.
waiting room experience, you gotta know what part of the waiting room you in.
That's right.
Yes, you do. You do. And I
Mm-mm.
promise you, you gotta know what part of the waiting room you in.
I know
Like I
that's
said, there's steps to the waiting room. You got your check in. Yes, yes, ma'am. But
right.
I'm trying to reel it in right now. You got
Mm-hmm.
your check in process. Then you got to make it to the triage. After
Mm-hmm.
the triage, you got to get a room.
Mm-hmm.
After you finally get a room, you got to talk to the physician, and
That's right.
he got to send out labs, and he got to give his prognosis in order to give a diagnosis,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so you got to understand where you are. We talk about seasons a lot,
Hmm.
and in your waiting room experience, where are you? Where are you? And please learn how to start waiting the proper way.
Hmm.
Every scripture I read out tonight, none of those scriptures say you wait in defeat.
No, it does not.
That in while you waiting, you are being weakened. That's not what it says.
No, it
Every
doesn't.
scripture talks about you being renewed, how strength is being given, how if you wait on him, how your soul waits for him. Not just you, not just your lips, but your whole soul waits for what he's trying to do and how he's trying to move. In the waiting process, I promise you, you will find that there's so much power
Mm.
in the wait. And you'll understand that when you wait, ooh, how much better things are. You understand what I'm saying to you? Even when you waiting on relationships, if you wait and he send the right one,
Ooh.
you'll understand that it was worth the wait.
Yes, it was.
When you try to rush into something that may not be his will for you, and you try to go outside his timing, you mess yourself up.
That's right.
But we do it so often than not because we don't like to wait. We think we see things that are him and they may not be so. We think that we see things that remind us, oh, God, that's you. No, this is that fake gold plated 18 karat gold over some silver sparkling. It look real good. It look real good. But that ain't the Lord. It look real good. Okay? But that ain't the Lord. I put it on my neck, gonna turn green. So no, I can't wait for that. You catch what I'm saying? You gotta understand what the enemy is trying to do. The enemy hears the things that you want.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that you tell the Lord, he inclining his ear to too. Because he's like, oh, okay. Well, I can go and I can move right here and let them think that this was God. And it's just a chameleon version. It's a counterfeit of what God would actually send. And he wraps it up to make it look like and present it just like you said that you just like you told God you want. Oh, he can present a thing and make it look real good. Make it look real good. I told y'all a couple weeks ago. I said, oh, he could gift wrap pain to make it look like a present.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not.
Mm-hmm.
And it caused you so much headache and heartache. All because of what? You didn't wait.
That's right.
When I tell you there's so much power in wait, I could just go on and on about waiting, y'all. But that's my experience in waiting. I
But
need you to get your own.
and
Right?
also
Go
during
ahead.
that waiting period, there's a shifting and an elevation. He's
Yes.
shifting you into your next. You might have been waiting on something. It could have been something that's simple, and I'm calling it simple because with God, everything is possible. All things are possible as a promotion. And he began to shift you. So you began to work in that role because you was waiting on him. You didn't need the title. He just shifted your process. He elevated you. The money comes after.
Right.
The promotion comes after. But he's counting you worthy to walk in it.
Right.
But you have to see the shift in the waiting room process. You have to stay with the attitude of gratitude and not get bogged down, not be weary and well doing. You're like, oh, they taking advantage. No, you're learning. He's testing you. He's qualifying you. He's making sure you're prepared for it.
Right.
But if you're not, then you go into it with a nasty attitude, a bad demeanor, and nobody wants to work with you.
Right.
Nobody wants to deal with you. Nobody wants to be in a relationship with you. Why? Because you have a bad attitude. You're unapproachable.
Right.
Your demeanor is always messed up. You're not a person of integrity. Your character is whoof. You're not trustworthy. You late every day. You're not dedicated. You're not committed. And you expect God to move? Hey, Coach V, you expect God to move?
Hey.
He can't move in mess.
Right.
And then you wonder why you got passed by. Why? You didn't take the time.
Not only that, you got to ask yourself why you was waiting. How did you treat others while you was waiting?
Mm,
In your waiting, did you feel like you had to step on everybody else to get where you need to go? In your waiting, did you feel like you had to downplay your brother and your sisters while you was waiting? In your waiting, did you feel like you had to tell everybody else's business and not know how to mind your own?
right.
In your waiting, how did you treat other people? Everything you do has a consequence
That's right.
and an action and a response. Everything you do. All responses you may not see.
That's right.
And everything you do has an impact, whether positive or negative.
That's
Understand that. Understand that. It has a trickle effect. And I said that last week as well. I said that if you want to alter your life, change your attitude.
that's right.
You got to change the way you look at stuff. Change the way you view things. What I really had to alter in my life was I had to change the way I looked at people. Because I had to realize that just because I see one thing for you and you don't see it for yourself,
Yeah.
okay. I could see sky's the limit for you, but you might only see today. I can see you getting better. I can see you expanding. I can see you without borders. I can see you being limitless. But again, you only see today.
Hmm.
I can see you next year having your own business, having that new house, having that new car, having everything that you always said you wanted, but you only still see today. Why? Your peripheral view of yourself.
That's right.
Other people could see so much for you, could want so much for you, but if you don't see it for you, it's like it don't even matter. I can't want so much for you, but not see myself moving.
Mm-hmm.
That don't work.
That's right.
That don't work. I can't pray the house down for you, but I can't even mention myself in prayer. That don't work. That don't work. I can't show up for you and never show up for me. That don't work.
Oh, Jesus.
That don't work. I could be reliable to everybody else, but I falter on me. How that work? At the end of the day, you could be so much to other people, but who are you to you? Who are you to you? When you gonna realize that you matter?
That's right.
When you gonna realize that you matter? I can't be 101 things to Quint, but then I can't even see myself past the slump that I'm in.
That's right.
I can't be all happy and congratulatory over there, but I can't see myself getting where she got.
Mm-hmm.
You so much to everybody else, but you nothing to yourself.
Jesus.
Love you too, Jay.
Oh,
Miss you, boo.
Jesus.
But you so much to everybody else and you nothing to yourself. I need you to learn your own value. If somebody was to ask you to put a price tag on yourself, you want to be honest what it should say? Priceless.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's how you should see yourself. Priceless. It's only one of you.
That's it.
One. One. And you so much to so many people right now, but honey, when you close your eyes, can somebody fill the slot?
Oh, Jesus. I
I,
keep.
I gotta have y'all learn how to value yourself. If you don't value you, nobody else won't value you either. The whole concept was how do you wait? You wait with a renewed and a transfigured mind of who you are so you can get a new sense on life because life means a lot. Stop wasting time. Every day you get up and you don't do nothing, you wasting time. Every day you don't try to make another leap and another bound and set a different goal, you wasting time.
That's right.
I don't have time to waste because my time is limited. Everybody's is. You catch what I'm saying? Everybody's time is literally limited. Your days are actually numbered. Everybody got a birth date and an expiration date, baby.
That's right.
You catch what I'm saying?
That's right.
You have to use what you got in the right manner. Again, I may not be everybody's cup of tea, but I am who he made me to be.
That's it.
And at the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you who he is, whether you like it or not.
That's it.
But I can only tell you about me.
That's it.
I
Right.
can't tell you, I can't tell you Quint's story like she could tell her story. Quint can't tell you my story like I can tell my story. Why? Because we got personal testimonies.
That's right.
testimony is my testimony. And baby, when I tell you you don't know my story, I mean just that.
That's right.
I thank God that he added another chapter. Do you understand what I'm saying? He added another chapter, y'all. It
Jesus.
could have been another way. But so many of us, he added another chapter to
That's
you.
right.
And in that other chapter, what you writing on the pages?
That's it.
Do you catch what I'm saying?
Hey, sis.
Hey, Di, do you catch what I'm saying to you? Your life is a book.
That's it.
He added another chapter, but what are you writing on the pages with your life, with the way
Mhm.
you live it? If somebody was to open your book with your name on it, what can they read? What will your book say about you? What will it say? What kind of impact did you make? What kind of impact have you made? Or have you done nothing? I need y'all to catch it. I just need you to understand. Quit look like she got something to say. She got the rock today.
Let me say this. He did not disqualify you.
I said that the other day too. Go ahead.
You disqualified yourself. You looking at other people and you're in competition and you're talking about they're not qualified, but you are your worst enemy.
Look,
He, you have to be a follow before you can lead. You have to be a follower before you can lead. You have to be able to hear instruction before you can lead anybody. You got to be teachable. In order to be able,
I gotta add to what she just said, y'all. First of all, you need to learn how to be a leader with a servant's heart.
mm,
You catch that? I need you to catch it. Because I know there's a lot of leadership out here. But you gotta learn how to be a leader with a servant's heart. Continue.
and a spirit of discernment is so important in this season. You have to be able to observe and respond, not react. Observe and respond, not react. There is a total difference. Your response is everything. Coco said this so many times last year. I could have reacted the other night when I walked into a room and the lady was literally suffocating, and the nurse had already been in there and did nothing. But I responded.
AJ.
I responded because I was able to assess some things. If you cannot observe what's going on around you, who's around you, be able to assess, evaluate, and implement, get some data collection, you cannot move into the things that God wants you to move in.
Yep.
Once again, everything and everybody that's around you is not for you. Stop making other people your gods. Stop making your children your gods. Your husband is not your God. Become submissive. Get in a humble state. Stop being a know-it-all. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Love. Have compassion. Show integrity. Stop being a liar.
Mm,
Be accountable. Take responsibility for your own actions. Everything is not everybody else's fault. God is a God that sees all and he knows all. Stop lying to yourself.
yep.
Because it's easy to look in somebody's face and call yourself lying to them, and they look right through you. And in this season, people calling you out. You a bold face. I've been seeing it happen often.
Mm-hmm.
Stop lying to yourself because that's the only one you're lying to.
Come on in.
And you wonder why things are being delayed. You're delaying yourself. God didn't forget about you. You held up your own blessing. You didn't walk the way he wanted you to walk. But we all got to go through our process. So nobody's forcing you to do anything that you don't want to do. So in this season, count yourself worthy. Stop backbiting and gossiping and lying and cheating and stealing. Walk upright and know your worth. That's all I got.
Like I said before, y'all, he is a real. This the thing. God don't change.
At all.
He's always the same.
Always.
Some of us change out who we are with everybody we in front of, because you want everybody to see this part of you, you know, that you feel like they should only see. When you do that, you know what you're doing? Lying. And it's called pretending.
Yes, it is.
It takes a lot of work to pretend to be something that you're not.
Yes, it does.
And eventually you're gonna stop pretending because it's just the real you just gonna show up one day.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody that thought they knew you to be one way gonna be
Mm-hmm.
like, what happened? You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So why not just be you from the beginning? No matter what version of you is out there, why not just be you from the beginning?
Hmm.
I don't know how to be nobody but me.
That's it.
That's it. Nobody but me. You either like it or you don't.
That's it right there.
And it's cool either way. You catch my drift?
Got it.
I don't wake up every day having to put on a face to perform all
Mm-mm.
day,
Not at all.
because that's what you're doing when you pretend. You're performing. You got to get yourself ready and say, "Oh, I got to be in front of these people all day." When you perform getting up in the morning. You perform in front of your husband if you got one. You perform in church. Oh, that's your ultimate performance right there. You got to put on a real good show.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you perform everywhere you go, and you think that nobody knows who you are. There are some people that know the real you and just choose not to say nothing
Mm-hmm.
because everything don't deserve a response.
Mm-hmm.
There's some people, if they really ever sat you down and told you how they really feel, you'd be so heartbroken. You'd be so heartbroken. Why? Because you feel like you are this one person to these people, and you're not really what you think you are.
Mhm.
To the people that you think you matter to, you don't. Some of them. But to the people who you actually matter to them, you treat them like trash.
Mhm.
You got to get your priorities straight. Your priority should be God, His will for you, and then yourself. That should be your priority. Everything else gonna fall in line because what? You getting yourself straight. Why? You getting yourself straight. You getting yourself together. That should be your priority. But when you put everything else in front of, and He is never your top priority. He is like a second class handbag that you bought out of Birkins. That's when you got a problem. God is not second rate. Stop prostituting who He is to you. He is not Mr. Right Now. He ain't Mr. Feel Good. He ain't none of that. Understand it. He is, oh, I'm good to you today, but you don't know me tomorrow.
Mhm.
I blessed you. I answered your prayer. Oh, but now you don't know me. Is everything good?
Mhm.
Just as soon as something start happening again and your life go back in shambles. Oh God, don't call me now.
That part.
You couldn't call me while everything was still good. You want to call me now though. That's how we treat it.
Mm, mm, mm.
But we do the same thing with people.
Yes, we
You
do.
use the people in your life like they benefit packages. Oh, we good right now because you can help me. But when I feel like you can't help me, I don't know you.
Mhm.
Let a person tell you no. And oh baby, it's a whole problem.
Mm.
People stop talking to you. They act like you just fell off the face of the earth. All because you said no one time. Why? Because at that moment you was deciding to be able to take care of you. You was trying to have boundaries.
Mm.
That's the reason why it's important to set boundaries from the beginning.
That's right.
It's very important to set boundaries. Some of us have given the wrong people access.
That's right.
Let's just be honest.
That's right.
You gave the wrong people access. And now that they got that access, maybe they have used you until
Mhm.
you couldn't be used no more.
That's right.
And now that you fed up with being used, it's a problem.
Mhm.
You you this, that, and the third. You everything but a child of God to them.
Mm-mm-mm.
But you know what? You created that monster.
Hmm.
Why? Because you didn't set boundaries.
Mm-mm-mm.
It's never too late to have them.
No,
But
it's
set
not.
boundaries from the beginning. You got friends that got businesses, wonderful. But you know what you don't do? Go to that friend and every time you walk in their business, you want something for free. They got bills to pay too.
That's right.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying, y'all. Treat people right. Because you can't expect people to treat you right. and you treat people dirty. Don't be a leader. First of all, how you gonna be a leader that don't like people?
Mm, mm, mm,
Let's just talk about that for a second.
mm,
How you gonna be a leader that don't like people?
mm, mm, mm.
How you a leader that don't know how to show love? But that's one of the main things you supposed to do. How you gonna be a leader that don't have a heart for people?
Hmm.
Where that happen at? And who ordained you? I don't understand.
Mm.
And all leaders know how to remain teachable because they don't know everything. They don't have it all.
And if you overwhelmed with being a leader, sit yourself down.
Yeah,
You tired? Sit down. You know you don't have compassion anymore? Sit down. Don't hurt the people of God. Just sit down somewhere.
right.
Y'all see how I do? I sit down and I sit under my sister. Sit down somewhere.
Listen, y'all. I have learned in ministry that there are times when you don't move.
That's right.
Trust me, I get invited to a whole bunch of ministry stuff. I don't accept every invite though.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I go to places, I know when not to move,
That's right.
and I know when to move. Because you ain't finna wear me out. You're not about to do that. I'm not finna be wore out and all drained walking out of somebody's service. I'm not doing that. You catch what I'm saying? And you should know as a leader that you have to give yourself the space,
Mm-hmm.
take a break,
That's right.
because even leaders need a vacation. And I'm a firm believer that a leader should take a vacation.
That's right.
You need to take a break every once in the blue moon. Matter of fact, you should take a break every year.
I know that's
Oh,
right.
ain't nothing wrong with it. Just go, take a break. Don't tell nobody. Just tell the right people where you at.
Mm-hmm.
Cause you got lovely folks. If you tell the wrong people, they gonna show up where you at.
Mm-hmm.
You know. But tell the right people where you are, and just go away.
That's it.
Sometimes you ain't even gotta leave where you at. Just don't be home,
Right.
cause you know that's where people gonna come. Just don't be home.
Mm-hmm.
You could be in your same city in a hotel, secluded. Don't nobody know you there.
Mm-hmm.
Your car still parked in your driveway because you took a cab or Uber the
That's
way
it.
you was going, and it's quiet.
That's it.
It's rest. That's why you got other leaders under you that can take care of everything else.
Right.
Because you should be able to trust your leaders for you to be able to leave your house and go do what you gotta do for you.
That's
If you got leaders under you, that's what they're for. The ministers in the house should be able to run the house while you gone.
and just the main ones need to know where you are. Just
That's
like
it.
my sister went away the other day, and I said, "Carp, never mind. I know where you are. I could see. It's
Hmm.
good." And I was good. Let me look. Okay, she fine. Mm-hmm. That's all that matter.
And everybody didn't even know I was gone.
Mm-mm.
Only certain people knew I was gone.
Don't need
I
to.
didn't tell everybody I wasn't at home because it wasn't for everybody to know.
That's right. Don't need to.
You think my phone didn't blow up? Oh, I'm coming by. You can come by, but I ain't there. I'm not there. When you coming back, Sunday? Yep. I'm handling business.
That's it.
I'll let you later. And that's all I said. I ain't say nothing else. Because I have learned, no,
Mm-hmm.
no. You had ample time to catch me before I left. And
Right.
you, so I'm not on retainer.
That's it.
You know what I mean? I have to learn how to give myself space with
Mm-hmm.
some people, because if you don't, honey, they will literally call you at 5, 6, 7, 8 times a day
Mm-hmm.
and have absolutely nothing to talk about.
Right.
Did you realize the sun was shining outside? Yeah, I can see it. I mean, the little stupid stuff that they call to talk about, like literally, yeah, I can see it. It is shining through my blinds and it's blinding me right now. Yes, yep,
Mm-hmm.
I see it. What's the word of the day? Pick up the Bible and read it. That is the word of the day right there. Yep. Because I can't stand it when people call me and do that. It does something to my life. No, pick up your word and read it so you can get the word.
Because
There you
people
go.
got lives. People have lives, guys. So
There
if
you
you
go.
don't have one, you need to get one. Get one. Anyway, we gonna get ready to let y'all go.
I'm done, yo. We are done. That was all I had for y'all tonight.
Yes, we are gonna get ready to let y'all go. So Thursday, y'all, please, please, please tune in. We're gonna need everybody to tune in. This is honoring my sister Coco. Okay, tune in. I'm gonna need y'all to like. I'm gonna need y'all to share. I'm gonna need y'all to follow. I'm gonna need y'all to help. I am asking y'all for assistance. So, with that being said, make sure you tune in. Are we doing it at? But what time we doing it?
I think it's that
7?
Yeah.
Okay. 7 p.m. Eastern time. If your central time is 6 p.m. Okay.
But
So,
there's a flyer circulating, so catch the flyer because it
yes,
might be late.
on a few pages. They're on Trailblazers, they're on Coco, they're on LHG, they're on mine, they're on Fred's. Please, guys, this is so important. We need your help, and I'm pleading. Yes, I am. She's not. I am pleading on her behalf. I really appreciate it. Have your friends to tune in, have your family to tune in. I don't care if you have your enemies, have everybody to tune in that can assist. Okay? I appreciate it. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. Okay? And it's a serious situation. So please do. And with that being said, any other announcements? Coco, you got anything?
No, because the
Um,
other stuff can come later. Yeah.
yeah, we're gonna leave it at that. Any other announcements? You guys will get either Thursday night, depending on how the spirit move, or either Monday when
Yeah.
we come back. All right. We
So
love
just so
y'all.
y'all know, Thursday night there won't be no Q&A.
No Q&A.
Not Q&A night. So Q&A will be the following Thursday. So
Or either
those
Monday.
of y'all that was already asking, you can send your questions in now, and I will have them, but they will not be read out until next week.
Okay.
Okay.
So we love y'all. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yep. We love y'all to life. We love you to live. Live every day on purpose and make it count. So
All
we'll be
right.
back with y'all Thursday, but LHG has a show tomorrow night. Fred has one Wednesday. We have one with all of us Thursday. And I do believe that Fred has another one on Friday. And then LHG has one on Saturday. So this week is power pack with all the hosts. So,
Power pack. So be here,
so
guys.
pay
Please.
attention and be here.
Yes. Y'all
All
have a
right.
good night.